Good morning, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world. What is poppin', lockin', and what is dropping, baby? Welcome back to the channel, back to the journey, and most specifically, back to this video. Now, I do apologize if I sound kind of raspy and a little dread because I actually woke up like an hour after when I usually wake up, so I'm not fully there. It's actually 9 a.m. right now. I usually get up around like 7. Well, I got up around 8:30, but I take Jax out and so on and so forth. But today is Sunday, so you know what that means. Sunday scale day, baby. Let's go ahead and weigh ourselves and see how much we weigh throughout this week. Now, I'm feeling kind of confident that we've lost at least a pound this week. I feel lighter, and a lot of our calorie intakes actually been a lot lower as well. So should be interesting. Although our workouts, we want a little bit more ham than usual, so there could be a tiny bit of muscle build difference in there, but we don't really know because the only thing we have going for us is a $30 scale. So go ahead, set everything up for the physique check, and I'll catch you guys when we get ready for the physique check. Yes. All right, so we're in the bathroom. Let's go ahead and do a quick little physique check. Go ahead and do legs real quick. You know, for legs, I never really see how they look, so I always have to watch the footage when I edit. But the hair in there really doesn't really give us justice when it comes to physique checks because it's like the hair always stands in the way for like the division of the legs and so forth. So it's a little interesting. But without further ado, let's hop on the scale and see what the number's telling us. I believe we were at 194.4 last time, so I feel like I haven't done like one of these weigh-in videos in a while, but I weighed myself last week, so yeah. Let's go ahead and see. Hopefully we'll be in the 193s. We got a problem. I'm gonna look at something real quick and I'll get with you guys when I'm done. Ladies and gentlemen of D2 World, that was it. Now, let me tell you, man, this is crazy. So I'll just go ahead and jump right into it. So we went from 194.4 pounds to 190.4. We've lost 4 pounds this week. I don't think you guys understand. 4 pounds this week is crazy, especially only being 20 pounds away. Now we're only 16 pounds away from our goal. This is crazy. I cannot believe my eyes. By the way, this shirt I'm wearing, when I got this when I ran my 5K yesterday, it was actually really tight on me. It's still pretty tight on me, but it fits a lot better than it did when I first put it on. But it's more tight up on the chest area and the shoulders, so because this is a medium shirt. But guys, 4 pounds this week. I had to do a double take. I couldn't believe my eyes. The fact that it was that much weight we lost is crazy because the week prior or the week before, we only lost 0.4 pounds. This one, we lost 4. I want to give a little bit of an explanation to this, and I think it's a lot because we only ate 1,500 calories every single day. There might have been 1 or 2 days where it probably jumped up to 1,800, but we only ate 1,500 calories every day. So that could be a big contributing factor to this. It's dialing down to we're getting to the point where I might be looking into like 22% body fat now, so I think we're really going to have to dial in when it comes to getting this layer 2 off of me. I don't think I've ever gotten to the point where layer 2 has become a problem, so I'm going to have to do a little extensive research on how to get rid of layer 2 fat, but guys, this is crazy. I cannot believe we lost 4 pounds this week. I'm in disbelief. But at the same time, this might be a little too much weight to lose. Again, my goal was 1 to 2 pounds a week. But for some reason, we always get to under a pound or 3 to 4 pounds. It's kind of weird. I don't really scope up my meals accordingly to how many calories. I just think of something and then the calories come out to what they are. But if they tend to be a little too much, then I would cut back on my portioning. But If it's too little, then I'll add something in, or protein bars or whatever. But the fact that we lost 4 pounds is absolutely insane. I'm gonna go grocery shopping today. I was gonna go tomorrow since I'm off work tomorrow due to President's Day. But I think it'd be a little easier if I grocery shop today and then I meal prepped tomorrow, because tomorrow is a great opportunity for me to get creative. So I can go ahead and just knock everything out, cook everything, and then edit and upload the video and so forth. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grocery shop today. So I'll catch you guys on when I come back with the grocery store. Catch you guys then. Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is a massive grocery haul. And I will say yes, it is. But there are a couple items in here that I've already had and I bought in the past, but I wanted to display on here because of the fact that we're going to make the complete meal. So I figured I'd go ahead and just list all the ingredients out here, except for seasonings. We're going to do something a little different. We're actually going to go over OMAD meal first, and then meal 1, meal 2, dessert, and the miscellaneous stuff. So let's go over OMAD. All right, so for OMAD, basically, I like to keep it very simple. I just usually do like 2 proteins, a vegetable, and then some sort of starch. Now for the starches, it's usually between rice and potatoes. So you'll see potatoes or you'll see rice for the starches. But we just got one russet potato here, individually packed. It's one of these you can just kind of throw in the microwave. But we're going to cook these differently because I bought something. I'm going to go more towards the very end and explain what this is. And maybe I might start incorporating it since this is a replacement of something that I love the most. But I'll get to that in a minute. And then 2 here, one's upside down. These are stuffed baby Bella mushrooms. So I was craving mushrooms. And I was like, I haven't really made a lot of mushroom stuff here in this channel lately. But I saw these, and they're actually pretty good. So the artichoke, spinach, and cheese blend, it's 270 calories for 18 grams of protein. So it's pretty good on the protein scale. And, mushrooms are very good for you. Also with some artichoke in there, some cheese, and then obviously some spinach in there to kind of give us a little fiber-esque. It's actually only 2 grams of fiber per serving, though, which is not as great as I thought, but it's all right. So next I got a flat iron steak here. What is this? 69 or 0.69 pounds of this. I think I don't know what it is in ounces, but. And then I got some blackened Atlantic salmon fillets. So one thing that, especially for my older viewers, know about this a little bit more, but I used to eat a lot of salmon. One of my favorite meals to make was basically salmon, Brussels sprouts, and spinach. Or sorry, no, it's salmon, leeks, and spinach. That would be like my trio when I went on my keto diet. So salmon, we're going to introduce that, but salmon's a little bit high on the calorie side versus other proteins, but salmon's got really good for omega-3 fats and so on. But again, so for my OMAD, essentially we're just going to do 2 proteins, a vegetable choice, and then a starcher choice. That's basically what my OMAD consists of. I don't really know the whole calories on this, but when I make my OMAD video, I'll kind of explain that later on. Now for lunch, it's essentially right here. Now, this dish, funny enough, my good friend Jesse actually created this dish, but I rearranged a couple things on here. So essentially what it is chicken, asparagus, and tomatoes, and then he would put avocado. I substitute with feta cheese, and it drizzles a little bit of this balsamic glaze on here. And let me tell you, this is fantastic. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, I need to incorporate this for this week. Super easy, super simple to make. And we're going to make it more of a Mediterranean style, though. So we're going to be seasoning a little bit different, and we're actually going to be marinating the chicken and so on. But when I make the video for this, then I'll kind of explain more about that. But we have 4 packets of these Purdue Harvestland chicken breast tenderloins. It was these or the Walmart brand, and the Walmart brand looked repulsive. So we went ahead and got these. I think each packet's about 1 pound, so we got 4 pounds of chicken tenderloins here. This I did not buy at the grocery store. I've actually had this. I believe I got this from Lidl, but this is the balsamic glaze that I'm going to be topping our dish with. And then I got 3 bundles of asparagus. I don't know if this is the organic one or not. It doesn't look like it. And then I got this 3 containers of cherry tomatoes, and then fat-free crumbled feta cheese. I love feta cheese. Feta and Parmesan are probably my 2 top favorite cheeses, but they don't make fat-free Parmesan, at least that I could find. But they do make fat-free feta, but feta is absolutely phenomenal. So this right here is going to be for dinner. Now for dinner, it's actually be kind of interesting, and there's a little bit of a story behind it. So when I traveled to Gaffney, South Carolina about a year or so ago, I went to a Ukrainian-style restaurant, and they had this stuffed cabbage dish that Habstool. I'll put it, the link here, or the saying here, whatever. I don't know how to say it, but I had this dish, and it was fantastic. And I actually recreated it. I can't remember if I made a video on this or not, but this dish is great. Now, we're not making it to 1-to-1 scale of the Ukrainian dish, but we're going to make it more of the healthier version of it. Although the original dish is actually pretty good for you regardless. And it's super minimal ingredients too. So I got 2 cans of these Cento tomato puree cans. And then I got 2 heads of cabbage, 1 vanilla onion, 1 family-sized packet of basmati rice, a bag of shredded carrots, 3 pounds of ground chicken breast, and then back there, that's not a part of it, but we do have some yellow potatoes back there just to add for an extra side, because I do believe that this is not going to be our hit our calorie goals. Actually going to be kind of low, because all of these are pretty much whole foods and they're super low in calories except for maybe the rice. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we got going on for dinner. Now for dessert, this is going to be really interesting. So I made pies for the past couple weeks, but now I really wanted to make something different. And I really want to incorporate more fruit into my diet. So we're going to be going over blueberry cobbler. So I got 6 pounds of frozen blueberries, by the way. So we're going to make a lot of this. I picked up more lactose-free milk. I've had this from the previous recipes, ground flaxseed. I picked up some monk fruit, some brown sugar sweetener. I've had these oat flour for a little bit. It's a big bag, so I made that before. Catalina Crunch, this is blueberry muffin mix. And then I've had this before, but it's the protein powder, the marshmallow one. So this I've already owned, and the rest I bought. So I do have a little bit of this left, but not enough to complete it. So I just went ahead and picked up another bag for that. So, but we're gonna be making a healthier protein blueberry cobbler. And for last but not least, we have our drinks of choice here. I got water from the week before, so we're good on waters. We have some caffeine-free Diet Pepsi. I prefer Pepsi over Coke. I think I'm starting to more migrate over to Diet Pepsi. And then this one I was really interested in trying. So specifically, this is 7-Up Zero Sugar Tropical. Now, I've tried Zero Sugar 7-Up and it's not that good. But the tropical one, I'm very interested to see how this tastes. So I used to love I think out of the lemon lime sodas, 7-Up was probably my favorite. Although I was a pretty big into Sprite, but I always liked 7-Up. So I'm very interested to see how this tastes. But not least, besides that, this is the very last thing. I bought this, and I'm very interested to see how this changes. So this is, what the hell is it called? I can't believe it's not butter. This is the light version. So I believe this is like margarine, but it's supposed to be a great butter replacement. So we're really going to see how this goes. But we're going to incorporate this into a lot of our dishes. So the dessert's going to have this. My OMAD meal is going to have this. And possibly even my dinners are going to have this. So with the potatoes. So we're going to be really, really interested to see how this guy comes out. So if this is good, although margarine, I heard that it's not like the best for you regardless, but 35 calories per serving with 30 servings in here. So, I mean, it can't be the worst thing in the world. So, but we'll try this guy when we start making our dishes. Well, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world, thank you so much for checking in to the channel to check out my weight loss updates and to see what I bought for my weight loss and fitness journey this week. Now, let me tell you guys something. 4 pounds down is quite immaculate. Although there is something I did want to bring up, and we are significantly low on our protein. We were 130 grams of protein on last week, so this week we're very interested to see moving forward what we'll go with. Hopefully we'll be above 190 grams of protein, or at least above 175, because I believe you want to eat as many grams of protein to your body weight, but I think you need to go towards your goal body weight if you have a number. If not, then just stick with your current one. That is it, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube world. We are down 4 pounds. The grocery haul is done. Now it's the next part of our journey is to make everything and to see what I eat throughout the day. But thank you so much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, YouTube world. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and to share, especially to the ones that are interested in starting their weight loss journey and fitness journeys, or either or. And don't forget to comment anything positive or negative. We're on the internet, so we got to learn to take it. If I haven't said this enough, thank you so much for tuning in. Stay disciplined, stay focused. I'll catch you guys on whatever I upload next. Peace.